You've given us golden voices, new voices that we are literally, always listening to. Even when they're not working with you and they're working with someone else, we still have those voices in the industry, and those were introduced by you because you're known as someone who's worked with a lot of fresh voices. And those voices are golden. Those music is golden for us. We keep listening to them again and again. Don't you feel you are at a place where right now these things really wouldn't matter to you? Because people will listen to your songs any which ways.
It's very tough in today's day and age because we are living in an era of bombardment of content. Too much content, way too many songs, way too many. Look, no, 60 for 40 to 50,000 songs a year, a month really. Now, how do you consume that? How do you defeat that? Doing a song today is like Shadab Ryan, he's created very beautifully. He is the one who mixes maximum songs that come out. He's like 24 hours only doing songs of various artists. Him saying it, "You're doing a song, sir. Today doing a song is putting a grain into a room full of grain. It's a room full of grain. You're adding your grain." जो जो काम से हवा बनता था, आपके काम से हवा बनता था, मतलब कि आपने जो कंटेंट निकाला है उससे हवा बनता। आजकल हवा से हवा बनता। You have to create a हवा to वो टाइम चेंज हो गया। हम लोग एक एल्बम बाहर निकालते थे और कुछ नहीं करते थे। ऑर्गेनिकली इट यूज्ड टू गो एंड इट यूज्ड टू देयर वाज नो इंस्टाग्राम एट दैट टाइम, देयर वाज नो यूट्यूब नंबर स्ट्रीप का ये सब नहीं रहता था। फिर भी गाने चलते थे, फिर भी हिट होता था और बड़े हिट होते थे। और कुछ फेक हो गया, या टू पंप फेक तरीके से हर चीज़ में पंप करना पड़ रहा है। हर आर्टिस्ट को फेक फॉलोवर्स डालना पड़ रहे हैं, फेक नंबर्स डालने पड़ रहे हैं यूट्यूब पे, इस पे फेक व्हाट आर वी डूइंग, वेयर आर वी हेडिंग?
But do you believe in the saying that every successful man has a woman behind? And do you kind of relate to that saying?
आज सी जगी नैनों में नींद ना, अभी तुमसे जो मिली उमंग अति जागी है, साथ जो तेरा है सावरे ढोला रे, रैन सवेरा है सावरे ढोला रे, चुनरी मेरी उड़े पैजनिया इतराए साझगल हंसी देखो सजी, लम्हा है पल जुड़ा तुमसे ही रंगीनिया है, सौंधी सी खुशबुएं महकी सी, लगन लागी रे तुसे लागी रे, बलम केसरी तुसे लागी रे।
Wow.
Well, you already know who my guest is, but I have to tell you. When you see a person and he's just so magical through his expression of music, the one that he loves the most in the world to do, and he represents the culture of India, each and every corner of our India in such a beautiful way on a global stage. You feel proud to be an Indian because of him. And more than that, personally, there's a reason why I love this man. The man called Amit Trivedi, who's a musical genius, yes, but he makes me feel alive and Azaad in his music. So, without further ado, let me call upon the very, very talented Amit Trivedi.
Thank you so much. That was really kind of.
I have to tell you, this is like a dream come true. You can ask your team.
Yes,
I
you
heard-
sing beautiful. You sang really very well.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you enough how much I was waiting for this moment because it has been a dream for me to have a conversation with you about your music sir. Because I'm such a big fan of music myself. And I've always kept thinking कि एक chance आएगा when I want to know this creative man who is such a genius. Because I have gone to your listening parties for those albums, especially the one with the trance in it, and I was absolutely in awe. I mean, मैं चालू ही इस चीज से करना चाहती हूँ that Azaad Collab, especially the one that has just released, all the songs that I've heard, Gubbare, Maru, somehow I felt this song is so beautiful. These songs, the meaning, and this whole album, in a way, the reason why I said that music can become a way of expressing freedom to someone for their feelings and emotions because we are not allowed to feel properly at times. It is so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And but I want to know, you've always said this even on the socials that you put out messages and you engaged with fans. You kept saying that Azaad Collab is very close to your heart. And I want to know what makes this album so special for you.
So this particular album definitely holds a special place, mostly because it's the first time ever I have collaborated with 22 artists. That's like the highest number of artists that I have, and that too all the cream level best artists that we
Absolutely.
have in the country. So it was my honor, my privilege that I got to collaborate with these beautiful people, beautiful artists. So that's what Azaad Collab is. The collaborations with full Azadi. That's why it's Azaad Collab. And that's why it's special. And there are 7 lyricists as well. Uh, and like 29, 30 people plus a team of technicians and team of filmmakers, video makers, Vishal sir, Ritika, and the entire team. So, and dancers. So I think more than 50, 60 people have collaborated with so many people in this album. That it's crazy. I've never done this before. And it's for my own label. It's not for any film, it's not a film or any Bollywood thing. It's an independent venture out and out. तो ये पहली बार हुआ है तो इसलिए काफी कोई भी चीज जो पहली बार होती है एक स्पेशल प्लेस होल्ड करती है आपके जहन में तो
But I have noticed this one thing, sir. The fact that you've collaborated with 22 artists, okay, and these are like really, really good artists. How did you manage this whole process? Because I feel, in a way, it can be very, very, uh, it can be quite a pressure point for any music director to make this dream project come alive. So, how did you manage to do that? What was the process like in making sure that this song should be done with this person, or this song is something that we can do with this person? How did you understand that this is how we need to do it?
so I've been working in films for 17 years and casting voices is a very important role that gets played in them when you're working for films. So and that I have been always been very lucky enough to and happy enough to cast the right people for the right songs all the time.
That's very true.
And many people who have casted in my songs have won awards, all the awards that year, which means I was doing it right. There was some casting was going or somewhere else is going right. So that experience kind of helped in Azaad Collab in casting the right voices for the right songs. The understanding that Wallo Wallo cannot be sung by Javed Ali and Shahid Madhia.
Yes,
That's
true.
That's the basic understanding. So वो casting का experience ही I kind of got the right people on board and right voices. And of course, when the song is created, when the tune comes, when the lyrics come, they start talking to you. But at least to me, what's the right voice for it? I kind of hear it. I start listening to that voice.
Wow.
So ये तो यही fit होते हुए दिखा जा रहा है.
I think that only happens with musical geniuses.
I don't know about that, but that's what this job is. We are producers, compose. I won't call compose. Compose to tune compose करना होता है. But to direct it, to
Absolutely.
get the whole arrangement, the whole thing produced well, with the right kind of arrangement, right kind of programming, right kind of casting, voice casting, lyrics, mixing, a lot of things that go behind it. So it's the job that we are doing. I guess it's a part.
But in your mind, as someone, because you are someone who's completely deeply involved in music, be it listening to music, new music, or also creating music. So, what was that one point that you were thoroughly inclined to drive into the listener's mind? That this is what I want you to feel when you listen to this album. I want you to feel, or I want you to, understand through this. This is what I want to convey. What was that one message that you wanted to?
Happiness, love, brightness, positivity. That's what.
And that's a very lesson.
Yeah,
That's very true.
that's what I wanted to convey through the. If you hear the entire album, there are no sad songs. There are no
Yeah,
heartbreak songs. There is
exactly.
nobody's dissing anybody. Nobody taking any spot shots on anybody. Nothing. It's
Mm.
pure love or happiness. Gubbara is one song which is all about the bright side of life and the world today, which exists. The happier side of it. They're both happening.
And I
Right.
have to tell the audience that it is a must that you hear the album Azad, because not only does it give you a feeling of brightness and hope and positivity, but it also kind of fills you with so much of warmth, and especially in these trying times when we all are going through some kind of situation in life.
Yeah.
I remember that I first heard Gubbara actually. That was my first song I heard, and I was really in a very ajeeb situation. I mean, it was a personal thing, and I was going through a situation, and somehow it just filled me with a lot of happiness. I was smiling.
That's a job
Yeah.
done. That job.
I was in a car. I was listening to it while going on an interview, and I was really down that day. And I was listening to Guvara, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It was the first time that he told me that it will happen. The interview will happen very soon. I was like, "Let me listen to the whole album nicely," and I was just in love.
That's beautiful. That's
So it
beautiful.
was
The
really
job is
great.
done. That's what the job was. That was
Absolutely.
the intention was. The
Yeah.
intent was correct and it's reached in the right place. So
But what was the most challenging and the most easiest song for you?
like challenge in terms of
Challenging in the terms like composing was a little challenging, like धुन मिल नहीं रही थी या फिर maybe it was challenging in a way that the lyrics was not settling right on it, and the pacing or anything challenging, just challenging, or maybe direction में या music video बनाने में it was challenging for you.
that's what it's been. I've been fortunate enough that धुन बनाने में या वो करने में ऐसा कोई कभी चैलेंज होता नहीं. Challenge I face is from human beings that I deal with. The times that we live in, there are different kind of challenges that one has to deal with. But वो तो बहुत innocent चीज है यार. एक धुन है जो एक दिन आती है, किसी दिन नहीं आती है. तो उसका एक मूड होता है. वो ऊपर से आता है, कहीं से तो आता है. You just have to wait for it. And you just have to, it's exactly like Yani had explained, and I really relate with that thing. The butterfly has to come and sit on your hand. That's what धुन is. कि आप बैठे हो ऐसे और वो उड़ के आप बैठ गया, हिलना नहीं है, कुछ नहीं करना, देखना है. You have to wait for the butterfly to sit on your hand. That's what धुन is. वो जब आएगी तब आएगी. उसके साथ लड़ाई नहीं कर सकते. मतलब वो यानी साहब ने कहा था.
But that's very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. Whenever I sit down with anybody who's an artist and who's involved in their art, they always say the same thing. They are like, it has to come naturally to you. It will come in that moment.
Because गाना बनाना तो घर पे बना सकते हैं आप सब बना सकते हैं. बनाना एक अलग होता है और बन जाना दो अलग चीजें हैं. आजकल तो बनते हैं, बना रहे लोग. गाना बनाना is not a big deal. Anybody can do that. Everybody is doing it today. But जो ऊपर से आता है वो आमद जो किसे कहते हैं, तो आमद वो एक स्पेशल चीज है.
Absolutely.
उसका कनेक्ट भी स्पेशल होता है, उसका रिजल्ट भी स्पेशल होता है, बहुत अलग होता है.
You know, sir, there's this music video of yours, Sound of Nations, and that is like really loved by everybody on YouTube and otherwise also बहुत viral है. And I feel pride in having that music video as represented by someone who's an Indian. The reason I said that, I feel that you rightly show each and every corner and culture that represents India at a global stage. And I want to know, working with so many people on a live, ऐसे भी live performance करना is a lot of pressure. There's a lot of things that is working on your mind. There are so many technical stuff. You have to keep yourself also in mind in everything. But you're working with so many artists on stage. What is the process like? Like, what was the process like for you to make this whole thing come together? And how did you manage to do it so flawlessly throughout that time?
So there were a lot of people then also.
Yes.
I realized I collaborated with many people. which is great. Which is a great thing for an artist and an every artist.
Yes.
With
That's very
collaborations only you can kind of learn also, grow also. You're always a student. So these I learned a lot from these Voctronica. There was these nine member band who were a cappella band,
Yes.
which means they do music from everything from
Yeah. True.
right from the beats to bass to the
Yeah.
harmonies to chords, everything that is happening is all coming from vocal chords. So those people I combined with them with the other artists, which is folk artists, the folk artists of different regions and places. It was a very exciting process. Obviously, you have to fly down a lot of people from various parts of the country. वो एक तो ये सब चीजें चैलेंजिंग होती है अदरवाइज काम करना तो मजा ही आता है बट these logistics बोलो keep dealing with there are different temperament different type of human beings of course obviously and can't blame anybody they're coming from different walks of life and upbringing so वो एक सबको एक साथ इतने सारे लोगों को अलग अलग कल्चरल थॉट प्रोसेस अलग मेंटालिटीज को एक साथ एक ही छत के नीचे खड़ा करना और एक प्रोजेक्ट को साकार करना है वो एक चैलेंज होता है क्योंकि सबके अलग अलग मूड है सबके अलग टेम्परामेंट्स है वो सबको ईगोज है वो सबको ध्यान में रख के जस्ट राइट हिट द राइट sweet spot and keep balancing it out. Like, well, as I said, challenge is always a human
Absolutely.
being.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're working with different kind of human beings together in a place, like it happens in every sphere, I think.
Everywhere.
In every profession, not just when you're working on music or anything with several different people. I feel it happens in every sphere that when you're working with several people, you are kind of managing a lot of temperaments together, and they all come from different kind of backgrounds.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's a very difficult task.
It's a task. It's a task. But the common factor is music. Common factor
that's
is
right.
one purpose. The purpose of creating this, putting it out there to the world. So that kind of makes that unites everybody and it flows.
Absolutely. In today's time, especially when you're coming out with Azaad Collab as well and you're putting it out there into the whole world and they are listening to it, in today's time, there's a lot of talk around charts and topping the charts and making it very important factor in judging someone's music. It's a very important factor in today's day. Oh my god, they stopped this chart, they topped that chart. For you, is that a personal achievement that is mandatory for you, or is it like something that's happening on the sidelines?
See, there are advantages to these things and there are advantages. See, charts are important for every artist. Who doesn't want anybody and everybody who's saying me important to like everybody wants success सबको चाहिए
Absolutely.
सक्सेस आपको भी चाहिए मुझको भी चाहिए हर इंसान को चाहिए जो भी कुछ एक वेंचर कर रहा है गाना डाल रहा है पिक्चर डाल रहा है या प्रोजेक्ट डाल रहा है पॉडकास्ट डाल रहा है शो डाल रहा है तो कुछ भी नहीं एक इंटेंशन सक्सेस के इंटेंशन डाल रहा है
Yes.
तो पैरामीटर ऑफ जजिंग द सक्सेस इन म्यूजिक इज द चार्ट्स
Okay.
कि टॉप चार्ट्स पे आ गया मतलब ट्रेंड कर रहा है मतलब इसके स्ट्रीम ज्यादा है इसके नंबर ज्यादा है नंबर का गेम है तो वो इम्पोर्टेंट है बट म्यूजिक जो एक ऐसी खूबसूरत चीज है ऐसी देन है जो भगवान की देन है ऊपर की देन है इट इज सो वास्ट एंड सो ह्यूज इट कैन नॉट जस्ट चार्ट्स के चक्कर में ही इसको यू कांट
Exactly.
डिसएडवांटेज ये भी है कि यू काइंड ऑफ become very blind to people get blind towards numbers and then बस वो numbers के पीछे चलते रहते हैं और perception building के पीछे चलते रहते हैं charts के पीछे दौड़ते रहते हैं म्यूजिक साइड में रह जाता है जो एक ऊपर वाली की देन तो एक नेचुरल ब्यूटीफुल खूबसूरत चीज है AR sir said कि is the only magic left in this world is music
True. Very true.
it is so true there is no other magic the only tangible thing that is magic that is there in this world is music. It's a beautiful thing. जो आती है आमद होती है और बनती है और आप मेरे थ्रू से निकलती है या किसी की भी आर्टिस्ट के थ्रू से निकलती है और एक इंसान के कानों में पड़ती है और उसको अलग अलग इमोशंस के साथ गुजर कराती है आप लो तो आपको हैप्पी करा देती है जैसे आपने कहा
Yes.
सब क्या है मैजिक ही तो है अपनी अपनी थेरेपी है मैजिक उसका चार्ट से क्या लेना देना at the end of the day. ये the flip side.
Yeah.
ये सब चीजों का ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी, जैसे कि उड़ान, I will tell you an album like Udan. Udan is the most underrated album of mine,
Yes.
and it has won no awards. It has been never been on any charts. It is not your blockbuster hit, जो बोलते हैं, but it has moved so many people and changed so many lives. So which is bigger, higher? I don't know. मेरे को मतलब it, should I run behind the charts or should I run behind changing people's lives? I don't know. It's a both are important, both are beautiful, both are necessary. But then what do you want to run behind is your choice.
Absolutely.
It's all about the choice.
But it's very sad that sometimes these charts truly kind of, confuse.
They destroy the artist. These days
Exactly.
now, I think the worst thing that any artist is going through is getting to know the numbers of their song. Artists should never
Know that.
should
I
ever know that.
completely second this.
Obviously, Spotify does that. Every label. Sorry, what do you call it? I'm taking names, but they're all friends, all lovely. They're all great. But वो आर्टिस्ट के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, आर्टिस्ट के माइंडसेट के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, आर्टिस्ट के ग्रोथ के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, वो अटक जाता है, वो मायूस हो जाता है। जैसे मालूम पड़ता है कि उसने गाना रिलीज किया और उसको कुछ स्ट्रीम्स ही नहीं आ रहे,
Right.
या तो वो डिप्रेशन हो जाएगा, उसको तकलीफ हो जाएगी। मतलब इट प्लेज अ माइंड, इट डज प्ले अ ह्यूज रोल, मेंटल
Absolutely. It
हेल्थ को
does.
यूज करता है, प्ले रोल प्ले करता है। वो तो
I
बंद
truly
होना
agree
चाहिए।
with that part where the artist should not be given, the numbers for their songs, because a lot of artists I've talked to and they have all said that they are incredible artists. But at the end of the day, what really comes into play is the reason why they are said, ki, oh, this is a successful person, he's topping the charts right now, so he's very much on trends and everything. But he might not be actually a very, very incredible artist.
बहुत होता है आजकल, तो बहुत होता है।
Exactly. और इसी बात पे actually I will take this name. There was a conversation of Shan happening, and over there he had pointed out something which kind of connected to me also. I kept seeing that happening a lot these days in the indie artists, etc. They have a way and a trend of singing a song in a way, and that is being copied by several other people. Like अगर कोई एक इंसान उस चीज को लेकर, maybe that is something which is very authentic to that person. बट अगर पर उसको कॉपी करते हुए several other artists will be same तरीके से निकलेंगे, and it especially happens in today's artists, and they are topping the charts. There are several of the other artists who are doing such amazing work, and they are not being able to get those kind of streams and all
Yeah.
that numbers, and maybe that is why they are not trending and everything, but they are just as important.
Yeah, see, I think we are come like when I came in 2008, 2009 with Amit Trivedi
Yes.
to be my first film, and the AR sir had already done 16 years of his career. At that time, Delhi 6 had released the same year. Or there was Shankar Rasan's Dil Chahta Hai, and Vishal Sir's Omkara. These are all like iconic albums.
Absolutely.
Vishal Bharadwaj's Omkara, Marches, Shankar Rasan's Dil Chahta Hai, Kalona, and so many albums. AR Sir's the whole discography. Pritam Das, Life in the Metro, Barfi, so many amazing work. Even whatever I did, whatever Vishal Shekhar have done, Salim Suleiman, beautiful composers, artists.
Absolutely.
During those times, I think जो काम से हवा बनता था, आपके काम से हवा बनता था, मतलब कि आपने जो कंटेंट निकाला है उससे हवा बनता है।
Exactly.
आजकल हवा से हवा बनता है, you have to create a हवा to be।
That's very true.
वो टाइम चेंज हो गया, हम लोग एक एल्बम बाहर निकालते थे और कुछ नहीं करते थे, ऑर्गेनिकली इट यूज्ड टू गो एंड इट यूज्ड टू, देयर वाज नो इंस्टाग्राम एट दैट टाइम, देयर वाज नो यूट्यूब नंबर्स, स्ट्रीम, ये सब नहीं था तभी, फिर भी गाने चलते थे, फिर भी हिट होता था और बड़े हिट होते थे। और
Exactly. And अभी वही गानों को लेकर
अभी
वापस
हवा
से
क्रिएट
remix
करना,
कर रहे
अभी फेक वर्ल्ड हो गया, अभी सब कुछ फेक हो गया, यू हैव टू
हैं। I know.
पंप,
Right.
फेक तरीके से हर चीज में पंप करना पड़ रहा है, हर आर्टिस्ट को फेक फॉलोअर्स डालना पड़ रहे हैं, फेक नंबर्स डालने पड़ रहे हैं, यूट्यूब पे फेक, इस पे फेक, व्हाट आर वी डूइंग, वेयर आर वी हेडिंग, व्हाट आर वी ट्राइंग टू अचीव इन दिस वर्ल्ड?
Absolutely.
व्हाट आर वी ट्राइंग टू डू? क्या हो जाएगा? मतलब तुम फेक 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 हर चीज, हर प्रोफाइल फेक, ये फेक, इंस्टाग्राम फॉलोअर्स फेक, नंबर्स फेक करके तुम क्या अचीव कर लोगे? कुछ
Nothing, I
शोज
feel,
कुछ
at the
कुछ
end of
शोज
the
मिल
day.
जाएंगे, कुछ पैसे मिल जाएंगे, क्या हो जाएगा? मतलब हाउ फार यू गोइंग टू गो विद दिस, in this fake world? I think we have entered into a very fake reality of this world, which is never used to be the case. Only on the basis of merit and talent, things used to work earlier.
Yeah.
अगर आप में आपके काम में दम नहीं है, नहीं चलेगा. आपके कंटेंट में दम नहीं है, नहीं चलेगा. पर अभी आपके कंटेंट में दम नहीं है, तो आपको आप चला सकते हो क्योंकि आपके पास ताकत होनी चाहिए चलाने की उसको. और हवा क्रिएट करने की ताकत, परसेप्शन बिल्ड करने की ताकत होनी चाहिए. उतना पैसा होना चाहिए. नाउ दिस इज लाइक अगेन आर्टिफिशियल, जैसे कि सब्जियों में आजकल या फ्रूट्स में आजकल इंजेक्ट किया जाता है. मतलब वी आर लिविंग इन अ फेक वर्ल्ड.
Absolutely.
ओवरऑल खा भी रहे, कंज्यूम भी कर रहे, देख भी रहे, सुन भी रहे, हर चीज फेक है. सो आई डोंट नो व्हाई आर वी डूइंग दिस एंड वेयर आर वी हेडिंग विद दिस, which only time will show.
And the same thing is happening with music as well. I feel that there was a period of time where people knew the artists behind the music and they loved them regardless of whether they had social media, whether they were coming and engaging with fans and everything. The fact that they used to do live performances was an honor for the listeners to be able to listen to their artist on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was truly an
Truly,
honor,
yeah.
a love factor.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
like 1992, 93, 30 years ago when AR sir came,
Hmm.
I was a kid, 13, 14-year-old kid. तब तो कोई मीडियम कुछ भी नहीं था, तो टीवी था खाली.
Hmm.
सिर्फ तो टीवी तो था. उसकी वो एक रोजा आया और दुनिया हिला दी उसने.
Absolutely.
ठीक है, एक एल्बम आया, उसने दुनिया हिला दी. कोई था वहाँ पे, कोई इन्फ्लुएंसर, कोई था करने के लिए, कोई इंस्टाग्राम था, कोई यूट्यूब पे पंप कर रहे हैं हम लोग नंबर 20 लाख, 2 मिलियन, 2 करोड़, कुछ वो सब कुछ नहीं था. एक जादू था जो हुआ अपने आप. और वो डीडीएलजे का टाइम, कुछ कुछ होता है का टाइम,
Absolutely.
फैलती थी होती थी चीजें. अभी इतना ज्यादा है, कंटेंट भी इतना ज्यादा है कि अभी ये सब करना पड़ रहा है. शायद ये भी इनको फेक रियलिटी क्रिएट करनी पड़ रही है.
But do you think it's a pro or it's completely a con, or do you think it's also got
कौन
some
ज्यादा है
pros?
आज की तारीख में? मुझे लगता है कौन ज्यादा है. क्योंकि हम लोग जिस टाइम से आ रहे हैं तभी ऐसा सब नहीं था, तो अभी ये सब से रिलेट करना थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है.
Absolutely.
Obviously adapt कर रहे. I see my friend adapting to the situation very well, like Salim Merchant is doing amazing. He's beautifully adapt. Me and Shekhar, like Shekhar and me, we are like taking tuitions from him. कैसे करते हो बताओ हमको. कोई सीखना ही है. He does it well. He's got
But
it right.
yes,
He's
that's true,
he kind
very
of
true.
understood this whole game. But but still, why are we doing this? कभी कभी lame लगता है मेरे को ये सब. मुझे नहीं करना है. I don't want to follow this. I don't want to follow the trend.
But don't you feel, sir, that today you have made a mark for yourself so beautifully well over there, out there in the world, that right now you've given us golden voices, new voices that we are literally, always listening to, even when they're not working with you and they're working with someone else. We still have those voices in the industry, and those were introduced by you because you're known as someone who's worked with a lot of fresh voices. And those voices are golden. Those music is golden for us. We keep listening to them again and again. Don't you feel you are at a place where right now these things really wouldn't matter to you? Because people will listen to your songs any which ways.
I wish that happens. I wish organically. See, it's very tough in today's day and age because we are living in an era of क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Bombardment of content. Too much content. Way too many songs. Way too many. मतलब रोज की मतलब कितना 60 40 to 50,000 songs a year, a month, sorry, a month release होता है.
My God.
Now, how do you consume that? How do you defeat that? Like doing a song today is like Shadab Ryan, he explained it very beautifully because he is the one who mixes maximum songs that come out. He's like 24 hours only doing songs of various artists. Him saying it, doing a song, sir, today doing a song is putting a grain into a room full of grain. It's a room full of grain, you're adding your grain. Now, which grain will come up? Are there only two ways? Which grain will come up? Two ways. Either organically, luck, मतलब जुआ है, gamble, या तो बहुत पैसे डालो, perception build. दो ही रास्ते हैं, दूसरा कोई रास्ता नहीं है. तो if I am going to put out my music, favor, or I have to कि पंपिंग टिल टाइम मैं खाली हो जाऊँ। फिर भी उसका भी गारंटी नहीं है, फिर भी होगा कि नहीं उसका भी गारंटी नहीं है। बट जो ऑर्गेनिकली है, जो भरने के लिए, उसमें इतने सारे गेम्स इतने ऑर्गेनिकली कहाँ से आएगा? कैसे आएगा? उसके लिए लकी आज की तारीख में आएगा। बिकॉज़ बहुत हो रहा है। थिंक वे टू मेनी एंड नॉट ओनली सॉन्ग्स, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इवन इवन ओटीटी बोल लो, फ़िल्म्स
That's
बोल
right.
लो, कंटेंट ऑन वॉचिंग कंटेंट बोल लो। मुझे तो पता भी नहीं चलता है कौन सी शो, कौन सा सीरियल या सीरियल नहीं बोलूँ, शो या वेब सीरीज़ या फ़िल्म रिलीज़ आके गया भी। पीपल डोंट इवन गेट डिस्कवरी भी नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है।
Because there's so many platforms.
So many platforms and the whole world is right now revolving around slave to algorithm. Because
Yeah,
algorithm
that's
says
very
you have to keep churning
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
एल्गोरिथम तो यही बोलता है ना टू कीप
Yes.
चर्निंग कंटेंट।
Absolutely.
आपको अगर आपने आपके चैनल या आपका प्लेटफॉर्म या आपका डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म जो भी, अगर आपने उस पे कंटेंट डालते नहीं रहोगे तो वो बैठ जाएगा,
Exactly.
सब्सक्रिप्शन डाउन हो जाएगा। अब एल्गो चल रहा है, कीप चर्निंग कंटेंट मतलब 2 लाख पीपल कीप चर्निंग कंटेंट ऑन रेगुलर बेसिस। क्या हो रहा है? उसका रिजल्ट ये हो रहा है कि वी आर बम्बार्डिंग ओवरडोजिंग द कंटेंट, जिसका कोई फायदा किसी को नहीं हो रहा है।
Yeah, because nothing is
किसी
making
को भी नहीं हो
sense
रहा,
at the end of the day.
किसी को नहीं हो रहा फायदा।
Right.
इट्स लाइक पाई गेटिंग डिवाइडेड इन लाइक, जैसे कि मैं बता रहा हूँ, हमारे टाइम पे जब अब आप पता नहीं, मैं तो आई एम 40 45 ईयर 45
I
ईयर
belong to the 90s.
एंड तो आई डोंट नो इफ रामायण महाभारत का एरा देखा होगा। उस टाइम पे
Yes, I
सिर्फ
watched Ramayana.
उस टाइम पे सिर्फ रामायण आता था संडेज
Yes.
को,
Yeah.
महाभारत आता था,
Mm.
छाया गीत आता था,
Mm.
चित्रहार आता था, और एक आध दो चीजें आमची माटी आमची ऐसे 4-5। अभी तो होल कंट्री हैड ओनली एक्सेस टू दिस मेनी थिंग्स।
Yes.
Basically everybody could consume that because
Mm.
it was the pie was huge and everybody could
Have a bite.
have a bite of it.
Yeah.
Now the pie is so small that इतना small कि कैसे कहाँ
कहाँ पे
कहाँ
किसको
किधर क्या
बांटे?
बढ़।
Right.
ये हमने ही क्रिएट किया, हम इंसानों ने ही क्रिएट किया है। चैनल, सैटेलाइट चैनल खोल दिया, 1000 चैनल डाल दिए। अरे क्यों? कौन देखने वाला है? Why are you dividing? Why? What is this business thinking? We are only not thinking about the future. Foresight नहीं है. We're destroying only the whole ecosystem. We are destroying, and we have successfully destroyed it.
Yeah.
Beautifully destroyed it. So now जो भुगतो अभी जो है ये है, इसके अंदर रहो, अभी लड़ो इसमें लड़ते रहो, परसेप्शन बिल्डिंग करते रहो, प्रेशर डालते रहो, पंप करते रहो, फेक न्यूज़ ऐड करते रहो, जब
But
तक
in
कर सकते हो
all
करो।
But in all this, in a very honest way, I want to ask, there are still people who are very talented.
People का टैलेंट से नंबर का कोई लेना देना नहीं।
Absolutely.
कोई लेना देना नहीं।
But how do you make sure that the people that you're working with are, just like recently also, I remember that you put out this whole thing about finding fresh talent for a tour that you were going to be doing or you were doing. So for that, how did you make sure that you get the right kind of person on board? How do you make sure? What is that one thing that you look for?
It's not one thing, there are many factors. They're
Okay.
based on the requirement of what the show is. And based on the requirement of
Okay.
बहुत सारी चीजें थी उसमें स्टेज प्रेजेंस, सिंगिंग, वॉइस क्वालिटी, वॉइस टेक्सचर, डांस,
Yes.
बहुत कुछ है। तो वो हर चीज, हर पैरामीटर्स को फिट करने के लिए, गेट द राइट पर्सन को ढूंढने के लिए थोड़ा टाइम लगता है।
Absolutely.
It's like the process is how internet is.
As
वैसे वैसे ही है।
long as it doesn't talk about the background story.
नहीं उससे तो कुछ
But do you feel that reality shows are completely scripted?
I've never been to one, so I don't know much. Never much knowledge.
You don't want to be also on that, like kind of ऐसे judge panelist.
मैं खुद ही सीख रहा हूँ, मैं किसको क्या जज करूँ, मेरे खुद को आता नहीं है अभी म्यूजिक ठीक से, क्या किसको जज करूँगा, इसलिए मैं जाता ही नहीं। मुझे भी बहुत कुछ करना है लाइफ।
Okay.
But I know it's all people do it for money, huge money, good money. But I'm not fond of money. I'm not a big fan of money so much. So yeah.
What is this? As you said, you're still learning, and there's still, and I feel that in a way, the learning never stops. I feel that the whole life itself is a way of learning process. So when we are constantly learning through life, so obviously we are learning professionally and also in every phase. So there might be a dream, right? One dream that this is what I want to collaborate with, or this is with whom I want to collaborate more in the future? Is there something of that sort? Like, this is the artist I want to collaborate in the future more, or I have collaborated and this is my favorite artist. ऐसा कोई है?
Luckily, I've collaborated with almost a lot of
That's
people.
very true.
Almost a lot of people in my life. And I love it. All these artists are crazily amazing, crazily talented. Oh my god. And every now and then I keep collaborating with them. Like I keep collaborating with Arijit with some song. फिर खैर playback अलग ही zone playback की दुनिया अलग. और सुनी भी और श्रेया. I wish to work again. I had an opportunity to work with Sonu sir. But things went wrong not because of me, but he's some director and producers wanting some other voices, so I had to replace his voice. So kind of he's naraz with me, but I will rectify that soon because I would love to work with him.
Please work with him.
He's an
I would
amazing.
love to see something with
He's like, oh god, he's amazing.
That would be a dream project. Oh my god.
I wish this Azaad Collab season 1 works and I could do season 2, and definitely I'm getting.
Definitely.
I will जाके मैं गिर जाऊंगी पैरों में गिर जाऊंगी सर आई एम हियर आपको जो करना है मतलब मुझे मारना है जो करना है सजा देना दे दो आ जाओ let's do it.
Please do it, sir. Come on. I mean, it would truly be it would be an experience. For everyone who truly loves music, it would be an experience to have you and him together on one project.
Right kind of stuff.
Right. I'm already getting goosebumps thinking. I'm excited about thinking that what kind of sound it might create. Oh my god. Okay. But we all know the musical genius that you are. I keep saying this because I truly feel that
That's really nice of you.
Like the very fact कि धुन आती है तो बस आ जाती है. And that is how you create your music pieces. That shows how much of process it is for you. How much beautiful that process is for you. But everybody knows this musical person. But what do you think, in a third point of view, is Amit Trivedi as a human being?
As a human being?
Yeah, just as a human. Like what do you think defines Amit Trivedi?
खुद की तारीफ करूं.
हमारे यहाँ पे आके सब लोग खुद की तारीफ करते हैं. हम लोग सिखा देते हैं उनको.
अच्छा. What is a human being? I don't know how to say it myself. Obviously, my people who are close to me would rather have a better say on it than me saying it.
But is there something that you would like to change in the near future? And is there something that you would never want to change in the near future about yourself?
You should ask us. Actually, it's
Ajay.
Huh?
Oh,
that's really
so sweet. And that is very true also, though. All the times that I've seen him, even in listening parties and everything, there's always this quality where he's always with all of his artists together, and he's giving each of them a chance to represent whatever they've collaborated on with you so beautifully. You integrate them, and it's you can't see that in a lot of people, especially these days where people are rushing to have that center spot. So that is not possible.
कहाँ जाए? वही कहाँ जाए? एकदम वो क्या होगा? पैसा आ जाएंगे बहुत. पैसे क्यों? बहुत पैसे कभी क्या करना? मैं तो वही सोचता हूँ कि कभी मेरे पास बहुत पैसा आएगा तो मैं क्या करूँगा? तो मैं आगे तो मैं बांट दूंगा. मेरे को नहीं चाहिए. क्या करूँगा इतने पैसे? मतलब what to do with? आपने एक गाड़ी ले ली, घर ले लिया, 2 वक्त की रोटी है, छत है, और क्या है? I'm not talking about basic रोटी कपड़ा मकान नहीं, थोड़ा सा better और lavish रोटी कपड़ा मकान ले लिया, और हॉलीडेज पे जा. उससे तो क्या चाहिए इंसान को इस धरती पे? हम लोग क्यों भाग रहे हैं? किस चीज के लिए भाग रहे हैं? ठीक है, सबका अलग अलग है.
When you make the most music, when you're on holiday and you're just chilling, or when you're actually in your studio space and completely immersed in that project? Like, kind of, it just, the fact that you said that it comes to you naturally. So, where do you feel, there's always a favorite spot, I think.
It can happen anytime. It can happen in a loo also. It can happen having bath also. It can happen in sleep also. Maximum time in sleep also. नींद से उठ के भी होता है. Flights. malls मेरे को तो malls में होता है because I feel happy whenever you're happy, whenever you are in a happy space with friends. Malls, you go to malls and you know it kind of something about malls that it just changes something in your brain, neurons, something.
For me, though, it
You're
only
happy,
changes
happy,
one
happy
thing.
with it, huh?
And for me, though, it only changes one thing.
Yeah.
I feel more shopaholic.
Ah, that's what, no? Like shopping, seeing new things because your eyes are seeing fresh things, new things.
Okay.
So that does something to your brain and brings a freshness, I guess. My theory, and you feel happy. And that whole idea of shopping and going and there's so many people around, it's bright. Something what it just some tune comes from somewhere.
This is the first I've
Yeah.
heard people saying कि bathroom में आया ये धुन या whatever. But
मॉल में आता है मुझे
वही that
बहुत
is
आता है मुझे बड़ा मैं आधा टाइम फोन पे रहता हूँ
म्यूजिक तो क्रिएटिव है ही जगह भी क्रिएटिव है
स्पेशली दुबई मॉल
Oh,
इतना बड़ा है ना वो इट्स यू नीड 3 days एक्चुअली
हाँ I've heard that yes.
you need 3 days to cover up तक इतनी बार गया हूँ but I am still not able to complete the world. It's a huge the biggest mall in the world. तो I just love I
क्योंकि
can
वहाँ
spend
जाते ही
it.
एक टाइम पे फिर धुन आ जाती है ना तो वापस से you rush back to make that धुन and then again you have to go and again you get that.
हाँ मतलब I'm like one of the places not exactly मैं हक्का ने मॉल में पड़ा हूँ.
Now people will start going to malls just so they can catch a sight of you. Oh my
सबके
God.
अलग अलग है ऐसा नहीं है. This is I'm
Yes.
talking about myself. Everybody has their own.
Well, it was very. I mean, it's funny.
It is.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you believe in the saying that every successful man has a woman behind it? And do you kind of relate to that saying?
I don't know. Why successful women don't have men behind them?
Obviously, that. वहाँ पे अगर यहाँ पे कोई होता तो मैं वही पूछती.
सही बोला. होता होगा ना. It's not a man woman thing. I think it's human. What human in your life inspires you? It could be anybody. It could be your father also. It could be a sister.
Who
it could be
inspires
a friend.
you the
It could be a friend. Anybody. It's a human thing, not a man woman thing. I think.
So who inspires you the most?
Inspires me in terms of there are various aspects. Musical inspirations are different.
Both.
Life inspiration.
Both.
Like my family. Inspire तो नहीं बोलूँगा but they don't musically inspire me. The musical inspiration happens with, as I said, malls गए इधर गए उधर गए कोई show देख लिया. Musically कोई artist को सुन लिया. That's a different kind of कोई concert देख लिया कोई धुन सुन लिया कोई गाना सुन लिया. That inspires me in a different way. And friends and family, their love, their support, their backing kind of motivates you and obviously inspires you and gives you strength and power.
Absolutely.
And that power and strength gives inspiration. So having a right kind of support system was important for everybody, not just me, any job you do. Everybody kind of does.
So I want to know this. Throughout this whole career that you've lived through, this journey that you've lived through, so many years and so many iconic pieces of music you've given to the world, has there ever come a time where you have felt you've kind of hit a wall and you felt completely like right now you felt saturated and you felt that right now I feel like giving up, but then there was that one silver lining and a turning point that kind of changed that whole traction of thought and made you feel that no, the journey has to still go on. Has there ever been that phase?
In the sense, what do you
But
mean?
no, even musically,
Uh,
ever hit a wall? Because people say ना कि हम लोग कभी कभार we get into a creative we get stuck in a creative sense and sometimes ऐसा भी टाइम आता है जहाँ पे हम सैचुरेट हो जाते हैं अपने काम से हो या फिर काम से भी अगर ना हो आसपास की चीज़ों की वजह से फैक्टर्स की वजह से हम लोग सैचुरेट हो जाते हैं और हम लोग को ऐसा लगता है कि डीप डाउन मुझे गिव अप करना है बट फिर ऐसा टर्निंग पॉइंट आता है या फिर ऐसा सिल्वर लाइनिंग होता है जहाँ पे हम लोगों को लगता है कि नहीं वो एक होप आता है एंड वी अंडरस्टैंड कि नहीं हम लोग को अभी भी जर्नी को कंटिन्यू करना है.
मैं तो I have been always see ups and downs तो आते रहते हैं. अकेला इतना तो कुछ नया है नहीं। ये सब चीजें डिप्रेसिंग थॉट्स, ये क्विटिंग थॉट्स, सब तो आते जाते रहते हैं। बट क्या है कि आई टू गो विद द फ्लो। आई हैव ऑलवेज बीन डन दैट इन माय लाइफ। I think universe has planned something for me. He got me into this. So I'll surrender. You will take care. You will do whatever you have to do. If you want to keep me flowing in this, or you want to make me quit, I don't think so much about all this. That's done.
So does that come through the experience that you lived through?
नहीं मतलब सी काम आते रहता है ना। आपको आज कॉल इन आवर इंडस्ट्री, आपका फोन बजना बंद हो गया तो तुम हो गया, तुम्हारा हो गया काम करना। फोन नहीं बज रहा, फोन बज रहा है, काम आ रहा है, काम आ रहा है तो ले रहे, कर रहे। वर्क कीप्स कमिंग, फिल्म हो, एड्स हो, शोज हो, जो भी हो, जब तक काम आ रहा है और जब तक मजा आ रहा है, मजा आना बहुत जरूरी है। गुड अबाउट इट। जिस दिन मजा आना बंद हो गया, जिस दिन तुमको लग रहा है कि बस हो गया, एक बात है ना, इट्स कब तक ही कर लेंगे। मतलब एक स्पोर्ट्समैन का भी तो एक शेल्फ लाइफ होता है, आफ्टर अ पॉइंट दे हैव टू रिटायर। यार या होता है, एक्टर्स का भी होता है, सबका होता है, एक पीरियड शेल्फ लाइफ सबका आता है। उसके बाद एक सैचुरेशन होता है, ऐसा नहीं है यू विल कीप डूइंग द सेम थिंग अगेन एंड अगेन। यू हैव टू डू समथिंग एल्स। people get into different streams. कोई डायरेक्टर बन जाता है, कोई प्रोड्यूसर बन जाता है, कोई क्या बन जाता है, कुछ चलते रहता है। तो मेरा तब तक ऐसा कुछ आया नहीं, जब तक धुन दे रहे सर, जो सर देते, जब तक वो धुन दे रहे तब तक मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, जब तक नौकरी आ रही है तब कर काम आ रहा है। प्रोड्यूसर फोन करके बोल रहा है ये फिल्म है, करो, करेगा, हाँ सर करेंगे, धुन आ रही है करेंगे, जिस दिन आना बंद हो जाएगी छोड़ देंगे, बंद कर देंगे, कुछ और कर लेंगे, लाइफ में देखेंगे।
But what would you do if not music? In a
वो
in a
कुछ नहीं।
different perspective, like kind of अगर कोई hypothetical situation हो जाए और वहाँ पे कोई parallel world में एक और अमित त्रिवेदी है,
भैया
तो वो क्या करेंगे धुन बनाने के अलावा?
मेरे को पता नहीं क्या, वही मेरा एक वो बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम सवाल है।
पर मुझे नहीं लगता बंद होगा, मुझे लगता है वहाँ पे भी धुन ही बनेगी।
हाँ मतलब इसके अलावा तो पता नहीं चल रहा है मुझे क्या करना चाहिए। लाइक शायद इसके लिए भेजा है मेरे को इस धरती पे, अभी ये नहीं है अगर तो प्रॉब्लम है, तो क्या है, तो क्या करेंगे। मैं तो आई डोंट कांट थिंक ऑफ एनीथिंग एल्स।
But I feel like
है तो बहुत कुछ करने को, मतलब मैं भी पॉडकास्ट खोल लूँ, मैं भी कुछ और काम कर लूँ, मैं भी जो अंकित कर रहा हूँ कर लूँ, बट आई डोंट थिंक मैं कर पाऊंगा। मेरे में वो ठीक ही नहीं है वो। मतलब क्या
नहीं, बट अगर मैं बोलना होगा तो फिर मैंने बहुत लोगों को ये बोलते हुए सुना है कि जब वो लोग when they were trying to get into acting or they were trying to get into direction or writing and singing or anything, they never kept a plan B for themselves.
प्लान भी नहीं है
वही, और इसलिए maybe they feel कि maybe that is why, because they didn't have a plan B to fall back on, इसलिए they were desperate enough to get completely successful in the stream that they're in.
सी व्हाट्स योर नेचुरल स्ट्रेंथ। उस पे नेचुरल स्ट्रेंथ जो आपको इस धरती पे भेजा गया है वो डिफाइन करता है ना आपका। आप सचिन तेंदुलकर का नेचुरल स्ट्रेंथ था कि वो सर, विराट कोहली का नेचुरल स्ट्रेंथ थी उनका बैटिंग, जो हम लोग गिफ्ट लेकर आए थे। एआर सर गिफ्ट लेकर आए थे उनका, जो बच्चन साहब, हर कोई, जाकिर हुसैन जो भी लॉस्ट, माय गॉड, नेचुरल। तो एट एज ऑफ 4 जाकिर साहब was acing it. At the age of 4, what are you thinking a kid acing a tabla? It's a natural strength that you're born with. So if you know your natural strength that you're born with, that's the problem. That's what you'll die doing that only. Yash Chopra died doing what he loved doing. His natural strength was. Zakir Sahab also, I think, and a lot of people who I know, big guys, अंतिम समय तक काम करते करते गए। क्या कहते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, honoring their natural strength.
What they were here for.
What they are here for on this planet. उनको करते करते गए। खाली स्पोर्ट्स में होते हैं लिमिटेशंस, बिकॉज बॉडी सपोर्ट नहीं करता। यू कैन नॉट कीप डूइंग, फिजिकल है पूरा। मेसी को भी रिटायर होना पड़ेगा और रोनाल्डो को भी रिटायर होना पड़ेगा किसी दिन, हाउएवर ग्रेटेस्ट फुटबॉलर इन द वर्ल्ड, तो वो तो बहुत फिजिकल चीज है। बट जो नेचुरल स्ट्रेंथ से आप बॉर्न हुए हो वही डिफाइन करेगा आपकी लाइफ और मैं तो मेरे को तो इसके अलावा तो मेरा कोई नेचुरल स्ट्रेंथ है ही नहीं तो मैं क्या करूंगा यही करूंगा और क्या इसे करते यही करते करते टाटा बाय बाय हो जाएगा अपना आगे जाके
Okay. So I've created this very fun segment for you. So over here, we are going to be trying out. I'm going to give you names, and these are good names, big stars, and you have to give me songs from of your own, huh? Of your own. Dedicate songs.
of my own song
Yes.
dedicated to
These stars.
stars
Yes. The names that I take.
very bad on this okay I'll try
No, you would know these people. Okay, the first one.
knowing people and dedicating songs to them is a different thing I don't know ठीक है
Okay. First is SRK.
dedicate a song
Yes.
what मतलब क्या वही सब I'm bad at it
कोई भी गाना, any song that you want to dedicate, any song, कुछ भी चलेगा.
Oh my God. Shit. कलो ना हो हर गली में कलो ना हो
It could be your song also.
अच्छा
Yeah, your own songs. Any of your own songs you can dedicate.
I'm really not bad at this ये गेम ऐसा गेम मेरे को बहुत मितवा only my song
Yes. You have to dedicate your song.
अच्छा my song
To these
to these people अच्छा अच्छा वो
Yes.
ये गेम है हाँ डाल दिया मुझे ये होमवर्क करके आता ना नहीं दिख रहा there was a song with SRK's recent situation no? There's this song of mine called मैं लड़ लूंगा
Oh yes.
so I think I would dedicate him मैं लड़ लूंगा with this recent situation that is rising from the ashes phoenix क्या बोलता है ना वो that's a perfect example
Absolutely.
so मैं लड़ लूंगा is the song that I would dedicate to
Wow. Cool. Okay. Salman Khan.
यार थॉट लगता है मतलब ऐसे कुछ
I
भी
think
नहीं
you
बोल
should
कुछ भी नहीं
dedicate
बोल सकते
Gubbara to him.
डेडिकेट मतलब सेंस भी बनना चाहिए ना क्या सलमान खान एंड
I
गुब्बारा
feel love is all around him, but he's not choosing love.
I would say at this moment I would say परेशान मैं परेशान it has to make sense also
True.
at this moment he is right now going through this lot of shit which is making him परेशान so I would say मैं परेशान
Doggy sound.
अरे यार अरे यार
I feel this one suits Gubbara.
गुब्बारा
Yeah. I feel.
Or Rakhi
Seriously. I mean the
राखी सावंत
the
गुब्बारा
chorus
नहीं
goes
है
for her. The chorus goes for her.
गुब्बारा मेरा
Yeah.
दिल ऊंची उड़ान भरे
Yeah.
ठीक है
Because her heart is always high and
Oh.
filled with a lot of wishes and dreams that she wants to come true. No, that works for Alia Bhatt. That is my next one. So dedicated to Alia.
आलिया भट्ट के लिए मिल गया
She's aced the game of Zindagi.
हाँ मतलब it has to make sense to the
I think
person.
Gubbara is perfect for Rakhi.
if you fine
Yes.
कुछ नहीं रहा fine
So I can't let you go without a few lines of your favorite song from Azaad Collab.
I don't have any favorites
So any song from Azaad Collab. एक तो सुनाना पड़ेगा. एक.
सुनाना
हाँ.
अच्छा आप बोला कि आप favorite
No. You don't have to say it. You have to sunao it.
सुनाओ it
Yes, sunao it. थोड़े lines. थोड़े.
ओ खुशियाँ ले आया बन्ना द्वार ते बाबला जी दे सारा प्यार रे के हर पासे शहनाई बनो दी कर दो विदाई न तेरे बिना मैं
न मेरे बिना तू, न तेरे बिना मैं, न मेरे बिना तू। घर दी रौनक ब्याहन आया, खुशबू वाले जावन आया, तेरे घर तो ज्यादा तेनू प्यार दा। आंगन वेड़े दा शुकराना, अथरू खुशियां दा नजराना, ऐशो आराम मैना प्यार दा। ओ तेरे घर से ज्यादा तेनू प्यार दा।
Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Well, that was me, Manjri Mukherjee, only on Pop Diaries channel with the one and only musical genius Amit Trivedi. And I hope that you go and listen to Azaad Collab on Spotify, in any platform that you can find. It's available everywhere. Please go and listen to it. Keep listening to it because that is going to make you feel absolutely happy and in love.
मतलब you guys decide if you like it, then listen. ऐसा कुछ जोर जबरदस्ती नहीं है।
अरे मैं जोर जबरदस्ती नहीं कर रही हूँ।
अच्छा लगे तो सुनना भाई, नहीं अच्छा लगे जबरदस्ती, वो I don't believe in all that।
नहीं अच्छा लगेगा।
Organically जो होता है वो अच्छा होता है हमेशा life में।
See, in every album एक इंसान को हर एक इंसान को एक गाना तो definitely अच्छा लगता है।
हाँ, what I'm saying is मुझे कुछ भी forced या fake नहीं करना है। जो organically होता है वो हमेशा चल रहता है, वो टिकता है हमेशा। इसी एक बबल है, कभी ना कभी बस होता है। धकेल रहे हो, नहीं सुनो, देखो, उससे क्या हो जाएगा लाइफ में, कहाँ तक जाएगा लाइफ में? आप डिसाइड करो।
Okay, so as you heard the man himself, decide karo and tell me which song you love in the comments below. And what will you do? Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely don't forget to comment as I told you, and keep watching Pop Diaries. Bye.